Washington, it's the evergreen state, so obviously we love all of our beautiful forests and trees. But what about the urban trees in our cities like Seattle, Tacoma, and even Spokane? This new book called The Trees Around You by Clapp is a guide to helping us all recognize and appreciate the beautiful trees in our streets and our backyards. And Casey joins me now. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're going to talk trees.
Let's do it. I'm ready for it.
So you say we have nearly 4 times as many species planted in our cities than natively in our forests. Is that right?
That is right. Yeah, it's kind of a surprising thing to realize, but it's more that we plant a lot of ornamental trees in our cities. Our native trees, we have a beautiful diversity of conifers specifically, obviously, like you said, the evergreen state. But those are only really a small portion of the number of trees that we actually have in our cities. We bring trees from Europe and Southeast Asia and the eastern United States, and we have such a great climate, we can plant them here and they'll grow like gangbusters. They get just as big as our other trees. Maybe not quite as tall, but they grow really fast.
Oh, that's so cool. A tree ID can feel like a daunting task. What do you suggest for people?
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, you walk around, you see these huge things all over the place and you don't really know what you're looking for.
At least I don't.
Exactly. You are not alone.
Thank you.
So the way that I always suggest is first just go outside. Go outside and look at the trees and start to notice the individual differences. Because like I said, there's 4 times as many trees in our cities as there is in our native forests. So you're going to run past different trees every other block. You'll see a new tree as you go from your house to your neighbor's house. So first off, just look outside, see what the trees are, and then of course grab my book and it will tell you all the little bits and parts to look for, because every tree has a little trait here or there, some small thing that you can find that will kind of give it away. And if you know what you're looking for, then you know exactly what you're looking at on that tree.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
This book curates a list of trees that you can expect to see right where you live. We're going to take a look at some now. What are we seeing here? This is beautiful.
Yeah, this right here is a species that grows natively. Well, actually, it's a hybrid between 2 horse chestnuts, and those are also known as buckeyes if you're familiar with Ohio State University.
Oh.
So this is a pink hybrid that grows between 2 different species we've hybridized out, and we plant them all over the place.
Stunning. Okay. Oh, love.
These
iconic.
These are the Yoshino cherries. These are actually a small grove in Portland, just off of Flanders and 28th Avenue. And this is in the spring. These are the cherries that you would see if you are walking to find the cherry blossom festivals all over the place.
Always, always in. Ooh, this is beautiful. Is this a willow tree?
Not a willow. You're close. This is an elm. That's an American elm tree, and that's in another park in Portland. And that is one of the most iconic trees of the urban area, because we planted them all over the place, every single city. But sadly, they're the ones that are getting Dutch elm disease. So that is a rare tree now. They don't get near that big, and most of the time they're being cut down. So this is a shot from the Arboretum in Portland, and I wanted to take this and put it in the book to show this looks like a forest. This looks like you're in the middle of some wild jungle. But in fact, if the fog was to go away, you'd be looking out towards Vancouver, and you're right in the middle of a city with a huge diversity of trees just like that.
Beautiful to see, so diverse. Oh, fall colors.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is a catalpa tree. I'm sorry, not a catalpa. This is a katsura tree. This is growing in another park, and the light just hit it so perfectly. It's one of my favorite shots in the entire book.
Oh, stunning. And this
is a Hiba cypress. Excuse me. This is a tree that grows native to Japan, and it looks really similar to our native western red cedar. But here's the trick with these scale leaf conifers. If you just flip their leaves upside down, which is what I'm showing here, you can see a pattern that gives away the species in just one look.
It's so cool to have your book and be able to cruise around and, you know, see the different trees and look. How did you get into studying trees?
Yeah, it's a great question. Excuse me. So I ended up learning about trees first through landscape architecture. I wanted to design landscapes, and I quickly learned I didn't want to do that. So switched over to forestry at Oregon State, then realized that was way too far in the other direction, and ended up learning about urban forestry and arboriculture, which is dealing with trees in the urban area. So instead of going out in the wild forest and growing trees to cut them down, I learned how to grow trees and take care of them to make them as big as possible in our urban areas around where we live and work and play.
And now look at you, board certified master arborist. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.